Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I was just doing a little inventory of my rims here. Great place to come if you want some rims, as long as you want a different one on every corner of your car, because I only have these, 20 rims. No, they're not just examples, that's the only ones I've got. So if you need 4, pick 4. Alright. And with that, the rim advert over. Let's do a job. Alright, so still got 2 jobs I can't do. Is it going to be like this forever? Is there always going to be 2 jobs I can't do? Sort of luring me into the future of the game? Yeah, sort of philosophical, sort of not. Let's do a job. Okay, so it's a Bolt Hellcat. It's in the not terrible, but still fairly unpleasant turquoise-y green colour. And the interior looks like it's made out of plastic. You know those old Airfix models? Well, I can walk through the door. That's surprising. Where you'd have sort of lots of moulded interior. It's all moulded from like one piece of grey plastic. Yeah. Alright, controlling car feels loose. So what, there's a car that controls this car and that feels loose. Loud exhaust, gearbox. Controlling car feels loose. So one assumes that's suspensione. Let's whack it through the path test, because that's the paint shop. Sod. Can you come back? I'll have to go in the paint shop to go remove it from the paint shop. Wish they weren't both called. One's called path test, one's called paint shop, but because I'm looking for a path test, even though it's called test path, I'm going to do a path test. So because this begins with P, I just clicked on it. I mean, they all bloody begin with P, like parking, path shop, path test. I mean, it's just... Never mind. This sort of alliteration doesn't really help things. It's nice to have things different letters, and it's like in books, in stories, when you're reading a story. Oh, press and hold the brake too early. It doesn't seem to... But, you know, when you're reading a book with lots of different characters in it, and they're all called like Susan, Sam, Shane, Sean, Sandy. I'm sorry, the first letter is kind of how I identify with them. A lot of people. Oh, I'm doing this too. I'm not concentrating. So yeah, so really, you'd want to name everyone with a different first name. So it'd be Sandy, Ian, John, you know, Jake. No, not John and Jake. But you know. God, things you mumble about when you're waiting for your car to be jiggled. Oh, I've just looked in the side view mirror. That's bizarre. I can see more in the surround than I can in the mirror. Items may appear slightly harder to see. Oops. Okay, I discovered lots of things. I'm not sure what the... well, we only need a few things, so it can't be all of them that's the problem. What's the threshold? 42%. So all of those items were fine. None of them was a problem, so that was a worthwhile waste of time, use of time. So I'm going to go on ahead and assume these are still suspensioneer type things. Christ, with 42 being the threshold though, some of these parts they all look terrible. It's going to be harder to pick out the bits which are actually broken. That is broken. It was hard to tell compared to everything else. Alright, so we need to take the wheel off anyway. Let's do that. Let's do it. Oh, that texture looks even worse with the brown rust spotting on it. So that. What about this? Is this as bad as it looks? 42%, that's fine. 11%. That doesn't... Oh, I've clicked the wrong button. Okay, it did look a bit brown. Maybe it was just because it was next to the other things. It wasn't as obvious. Okay. Bushings look acceptable. Okay, next corner. Oops. Wow, did I manage to click on the underneath of the... What quality is that? Looks pretty poor quality, doesn't it? 44%. No, that's quite good condition for this car. 2% free. Anyway, get the wheel off. Aha, look, that leaf spring's knackered. Or the leaf spring holder, whatever this bit is. The U-bolt. That up here has to be underneath the car. Okay. Nothing else looks too bad here, though. That looks pretty bad as well. Okay, let's go on the other side. Whoops! It's stuck on the corner of the car. Oh, it looks like someone smeared it with brown. Oh, 47%. Can I not just check it? No, I can't. I can't even examine it. Okay, it doesn't look like I really need to take the wheels off this side. Bushings look okay. Okay, that's the next corner. Okay, that doesn't look good. Actually, neither of these do, outer or inner. Yeah. Okay. And that doesn't look great either. The front sway bar. But before I go back, so I've got 2 leaf springs potentially, and another item that I've not yet discovered. Which could I examine this? No. So I have to pop it up in the air to look at the leaf springs anyway. So, oh, the other thing it might be is the axle, the thing that's underneath the. What's underneath this? Axle drive, yeah. Solid axle. Is that all part of that though? No, it's something that goes inside that. But it looks okay, so I won't bother. Oh, it's 2 leaf springs this side, so that'll be the final piece of the puzzle. So let's get these off. Oh, I'm in assemble mode, not disassemble. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's at 10, and 14. So let's take the other one off. This one. 25. So that should be all the parts now. Yes, okay. I've got the loud exhaust to deal with whilst we're under. Oh, and the gearbox. I forgot about the gearbox. So loud exhaust. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. These little bits at the end, are they? This part of this piece, yeah, they are. Okay. Okay, drag ourselves up the vehicle. Can we? No, I have to walk. Oh, Jesus, walking. So last century. Okay, is that all 3 bits of exhaust, was it? Yeah. Alright, and then the gearbox stuff. Okay, but whilst we're thinking about that, we can buy the rest of this stuff. So we need 2 inner tie rods, 3 leaf spring U-bolts, 3 inner tie bolt. What? I've already forgotten. 2 inner tie rods and 3 leaf spring U-bolts. Inner tie rods, 2. 3 of these. 1 of these. And a sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. Okay, and the loud exhaust, we need a front exhaust pipe V8 of times 2. Front exhaust pipe V8 of times 2. And middle muff. Okay, let's put those in. Whilst we're here. There's the gearbox. Okay, it goes to the back, so I need to take off the rear. Some reary bits. Reary bits. Can I highlight this, please? No? Alright. What was I just saying? Something about highlighting something. Oh yes, we'll have to do that when it's on the ground probably. So let's put the leaf spring bolts back on. Assemble. Why can't I see what I'm doing? And click on a bit that's further away. There we go. Right, assemble. Yes. Just a little nut or 2. And there we go. There we go. Jiggle it a bit. I get a little thread cross. Good. So then I need to drop it down and check what I need to remove to get to the gearbox. So to pull off the gearbox, let's get rid of this. How do we get that off? Oh, maybe just need it up in the air. I presumed we'd have to unconnect it from the rear diff or whatever is connecting it to the back axle. But that might not be the case. No, I can just unbolt it from either end. My extra long accessory, so I can reach from the middle of the car. Yes. Okay. Now I need to take off the starter motor and disengage the gearbox. So, accessible from under car lifter. At least it's all automatic. I have to jack it up myself with physical effort. That would be annoying. Off you come, little starter motor. Yeah, couldn't have done that from up top. A black hole where the starter motor was. Okay, so clutch pressure plate. I didn't look at the bearing. Was that something I need to replace as well? I just assume it's going to be one of these two things under here. Oh no, does it put them in order of how I've taken them off? Yeah, oh, it's these two things. So I think it was just two items I need to fix for the gearbox. Yes, those two things. Clutch pressure plate and clutch release blaring. Clutch release blaring. Clutch pressure plate. I can't say it. Clutch pressure plate. There we go. Shouldn't be hard. Is hard. Use flash. Things that aren't hard, still hard. Okay, right. Let's put that back on. Good. And then put the starter motor back in the black hole. That's the special magic juju it uses. And then see if we can find the middle of this. There we go. It's a bit awkward. And then reach all over there. Bolty, 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 bolty. Reach all over there. Okay, so we're getting there. So now we probably don't need to actually put it down, but let's do that to deal with the remaining suspension issues. Where's do we replace these items? Yes, indeed. And then put your wheel back on. There we are. That's that corner finished. This corner just needs the wheel back on. Whoop whoop. And in fact the back were both just the leaf springs, weren't they? So I don't think there's anything else to go on here. There's not any other suspensions really, apart from the big springs, leaf spring things. Yeah. Whoops. There we go. And inner tie rod. Mash the... That's the keypad, but mash it anyway. Mash it! Okay. Looking good. Apart from the colour. Okay, all green. Job done. Oh yeah, do a little dance as you walk across the room. Doing a little dance, making everything go blurry. Alright, there's weird lights look down there still. Either that or the bush is dying, look, as it gets further away from me. Just a reflection of stuff that's over there. Good, alright, that's enough peering out the window. Thanks for watching. Come back next time for more very similar but slightly different stuff involving one or more of these jobs. That's right, that was the preview. Come back next time to see what happens. Oh, the excitement.